Hello everyone, I'm back. It's been a while. I'm sure you will understand. So I'm not going to explain everything that's been going on. There's two videos on that you should watch before this if you didn't. So I'll leave the link here down below on the description box. But I'm coming with an update. So things with Chanel has been working out, kind of, not exactly the way I hoped for. So I had sure they would be like, yes, there's something wrong with this bag. Let's exchange it, because that's how my essay was feeling. That's the vibe she gave me, because she did agree with me. Like, yes, there's something wrong with this bag. But then she told me it would take a week to get a return, and then by email they wouldn't respond me. When they actually did, they told me it would take 30 days, and then it ended up taking around 40, and I got a negative response that this bag was defective by not being used or stored correctly, and it was like, basically it was my fault, so they wouldn't do anything. That's when I realized I had an unboxing video of it. That's when I took screenshots of the video, and by this time, like, the reason why I haven't been coming around here for this whole month, the past month, is just because I was, how do you feel? Like, I felt disenchanted with the luxury world, as so that I didn't watch any like luxury videos. I didn't go into any shops. Like, before I could resolve this issue, I just wasn't feeling okay to talk about it. And that's how I was feeling when Chanel gave me like a no response. I'm like, what? I was in shock, but not mad, just like, you're not delivering what you sell, like, not what you charge for. That's on me for wanting to pay this price, but what you sell, like the quality you sell, the service you sell, you're not delivering it, right? So that's when I talked with someone, like with a friend that knew about what was going on, and then she reminded that she had someone, like a friend that worked at the Chanel offices here, and that she told her once that she had a problem with a pair of sunglasses, to not go in the, like, to don't communicate with the Brazilian offices, because they never like take it. Just go straight to the Paris office and mail them. That's what I did. I mailed them, but I was so full of, like, I'm like, at first I was like, you know what, I'm gonna sell this bag. I'm sure I can sell it for quite a price, because I couldn't stand looking at the bag anymore, because it made me feel like quite stupid for paying how much I paid for a bag that wasn't okay. So I said, you know what, they're not gonna take it. What I will do is I'll sell the bag in the market. Most minis are not like impeccable anyway. When you find them, like, of course sometimes you find some like new as in store, whatever, but the minis are harder to keep their shape. So I'll put the pictures of how it is and exactly how it is. I'll just sell the bag. Even if I do lose a little bit of money, I just don't want it, and I'm gonna buy something else. I don't want to see Chanel like ever again. That's how I was feeling. That's when I talked to this friend who had a friend, and she told me, email directly the Paris office. That's what I did, but I didn't just like tell the whole story, because it's been around like almost 2 months since I first dropped the bag at the store. So I was just like, I don't have time for this anymore. That's what I was thinking. Like, I do value my time a lot, and it makes me really stressful that I have to go over these things. Like, I don't mind that mistakes happen. I did told that in the first video, but I don't want to like stop my whole day to fix something. I have better things to do. I have work to do. I have a lot to do. Just, I value my time. So that's when I was so mad, like, I don't want to wait anymore, whatever. I had what we call here in Brazil an extrajudicial notification. So that's an written notification that you can sign, or your lawyer, pre-going legal. So it's like a message. You say, I'm here to make a deal. You have this amount of time. If not, we're going legal. we were gonna take legal actions, and that's what I did. So I did last week on Monday. I sent no, Friday before, I sent them an email both to Chanel offices writing in English in France and both to writing in Portuguese to the Chanel offices in Brazil, which I'm not proud of. I'm not someone who likes to take things legal. I'm not really like, oh, I'm gonna take legal action, you can see this with my lawyer, blah blah. I'm not like that at all. I'm not proud of it. But at this time I had lost so much time and energy on this that I said, you know what, I'm gonna do this one way or another. So when I was telling my husband that I would like to sell it, and he said, but how much you paid for this? Because I bought with my own money, and how much would sell for, and blah blah blah. And I said, this is not right. You should take legal matters. And then I said, I'm gonna take like legal action against Chanel. Like what? It just didn't make sense to me. He said, just do it. This is not right. They have a legislation to comply with here in Brazil. Just do it. And that's when I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I don't care. Enough of me make a fool out of. I'm not saying that this is a Chanel problem, but I think the way that they treated me here in Brazil was just abusive. Like not giving time, not answering, not being clear, not being transparent, like going over the dates that they would tell me. It was just a mess. So that's what I did. So I sent this kind of notification giving them 7 days to reconsider it. Attached the video and the pictures that I had of when I unboxed the videos. Thanks God I'm a YouTuber. Can you imagine like if that's someone else and I don't have proof, they just have to take this? It's insane for me. So that's what I did. I attached them. I'm not sure if they were considered because of the pictures, because it was clear in the pictures. Like I'm gonna put here like 2 screenshots of one side and another so you can see, but like in the video you can see best. I have this video on my channel in Portuguese. If you want to check the bag, it's here. And in English, it doesn't show a lot, but it's down here too. So basically that's it. That's what I sent them. And I asked for a refund because I was so like with Chanel that I didn't want another bag. Like I actually did not want another bag. I went from having 5 Chanel bags in my wish list that I wanted to buy in the next 1-2 years, like to not wanting a Chanel bag at all. Such a bad experience that it was. So I just wanted refund. I said, you know, I'm gonna take my money in somewhere else. I'm gonna buy an Hermes bag instead of this. I'm gonna buy a Dior bag, whatever. I'm over Chanel. That's how I was feeling. And then they offered me a deal to do for exchanges, so I have credits in stores. The bags is with me now because when they said no, I had to take the bag from the store, so I took it. And now that we resolved things, so during the 7 days that I gave them, I'm not sure it was France that worked or Brazil, but they both said it was solved and they decided that they would take the bag back and would give me credits in store. So I didn't have time to go in Chanel. I'm not actually looking for it. I'm not like super excited to choose another bag just because I'm not excited about Chanel anymore. I'm sure you understand. And I'm not excited about luxury shopping. That's why I haven't been doing any videos. I'm just feeling like, you know what? I don't want something that is not going to make me happy. Like, it's supposed to be a treat and something with amazing memories around it. Not that a bag is going to make you happy, but it's supposed to be a nice experience and not something stressful, which took all the magic away from it to me. And I've been like, my first bag, I told you, I was 14, so I've been going to the stores since I was 14 or even earlier with my parents. So it's something that I always found beautiful and full of pleasure and somehow even exciting. It just like, I don't know, it just took everything away from me. So that's why I haven't been doing any videos, because I definitely didn't want to come around here complaining, and I wasn't excited to talk about luxury anymore. So I hope you understand. So the deal will, I think I'll try, because I have a lot to do today. I just arrived home. I have a call in a few minutes. Like, today's the day that I work from home, but I did have to go out. And what I think I will do is I'll go to the mall tonight, give the bag back, because now they're said okay, so we didn't actually went legal, because in the prior 7 days that I gave them to give me an answer, that I had new proofs and everything, they actually responded yes, and they were quite quick this time, so it didn't have to go legal or anything. So thanks God, because I actually don't want this. Like, I don't want drama, I don't want trauma, I don't want anything. Like, I just don't want to be made full of, that's all. So I might take the bag today. I'm not actually in a hurry because I'm not excited to choose anything, because I seriously don't think I can fall in love with a Chanel bag right now, but I'll try. If I go, I'll see some things, maybe I'll film it. I'm even considering not choosing a bag, like just be done with Chanel bags and maybe start buying vintage or pre-owned, like pre-2000, 2010 maybe, 2012, but not recent bags. But I'm not sure what I'll do, like I have no ideas. If you had a similar experience, or if you're feeling similar about Chanel right now, let me know, because right now I love Hermes even more. Somehow, the only thing that I did in this 40 days that I haven't been posting is I've been changing my whole bag collection. So I'll let you know how it goes by the end of this video. It's quite exciting what decision I take. Some of you might be like, you're crazy, you're doing that on the heat of the moment, but I'm sure about it right now. So we'll talk about this soon. But yes, I'll let you know when I take the bag, when I give you the bag, and what I decided to do in a second. So I took the bag back. The same day I didn't see anything, I didn't ask to see anything, because I'm like, I'm not in the mood right now. And then a few weeks later, I got to Chanel and I saw 2 bags that I said, oh, I would like that. But again, I came home, my Hermes was in store, so I messaged her to ask if they had some, but I was going away for the wedding that you've seen in the last video. And then she said the price, yeah, she had it. And then I actually only liked the 19 more, because I'm not sure if Chevron is for me anymore. Like, I have a vintage one, but I don't think I want another one. So, but by month she tried to save it for me. By Monday it was already gone, because they can save for too long, which is fine. But the truth is, what I'm feeling right now is that I'm looking for something to buy at Chanel just because I have the store's credits there, which makes me mad. Like, I would be 100% happier if I just could take my money back. I think I'm gonna wait a little bit, like maybe 1 month more. I can't wait long, because if prices increases get here again, then, because in Brazil the prices increases work on a different calendar than in the US, or Europe, whatever. But whenever prices increases get here again, then my credit won't be worth a lot, so I just have to get something. And the pre-loved market here is not as hot as in America or Europe. So maybe if I was in Europe, I would just buy something that is hard to get, wait 2 weeks and sell it on the pre-loved market. But there's not so much lack of bags here in Brazil. I don't think Chanel has such a large consumer base in a country that's not as rich here in Brazil as it would be in the US or in Europe. It's quite actually luxury here. It's not something you see on the street anywhere. It's not something you see someone wearing on the subway or whatever. It's quite luxury here, because our economy is based, like, we're getting there, but we're not a rich country per se.
So that's, yes, I think someone might give me this idea, so that's what I'm talking. That would be something that I could have done or I could do, but it wouldn't be fast to sell here in the, like, I wouldn't know if I can sell here in the pre-market in the pre-loved market. It's not as big as a market as it is. It is a big market for cheaper bags, like entry level bags and less expensive bags, but Chanel and Hermes are quite specific. So it's always a risk. So that's not an option. And also buying here to sell abroad, it's also actually not an option because it's a little expensive. It's a like 30 to 20 to 30% more expensive here in Brazil than it is abroad. So it wouldn't make sense. I don't know. So yeah, what I'm thinking now, how I'm feeling about Chanel overall, I still like them, and I follow a lot of pre-loved and whatever, and I love what I've seen there. Like maybe I will buy my first pre-owned bag because I never bought a pre-owned bag before. So maybe I would start buying Chanel pre-owned, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what? I feel so amazingly special when I use Hermes. Like I love it so much. Why I feel like I need to have Chanel bags? Do I actually like it, or I just like when I see in other people? And I would prefer to have 5 Hermes bags than 10 Chanel bags. So I'm not sure why I would buy a Chanel bag right now. I can admit it. I was in love with the classic flap. I told you, I think in a video, that I haven't been buying Chanel for a lot of, like for 10 years. Because when we had a better years here in Brazil, economic years, because of agriculture and commodities, then our currency was quite valuable, and we can buy these things like very cheap for us, like just meant nothing. So the price of a dinner out would be the price of a Chanel shoe, right? So it's not the case anymore. So at this point, I told you, I think, that I would see Chanel bags everywhere, and the price at the time, even abroad, was already cheaper, and that got me like, I don't want this anymore, and I started looking for different bags, which I actually also made mistakes because I sold most of my bags right now. But yeah, I only started wanting to buy new Chanel bags last year, and that was the first one that I bought. And I was actually looking for 2 other bags that I really want. So one in caramel, one in white. I don't like the beige, like classic beige, or the black in Chanel. I don't know why, but I really like those colors. They're different neutrals, but not as basic. And right now I'm like, do I really, really want it? Or I just have seen this everywhere and I think I want it? I don't have the correct answer right now. So I'll give myself a month or maybe less or more to think, to decide what I really want. Right now, let me tell you, I would love to get the money back and buy like a picotot or a hair bag that I know would be more, like I would feel more fulfilled in my collection. If it comes to a case that 1 month from now I still don't feel like I'm loving Chanel bags, like I'm truly hoping that this is something momentary. That's why it took me a while to talk about it, because like it's been 2 weeks and something that I have the answer. But it took me a while because I wasn't feeling ready to talk about Chanel again. But I thought, you know what, why hide what I'm feeling? Let's talk about it. So if it comes to a situation that I still don't feel like I want a Chanel bag, I'll take these credits to buy shoes, because I do love their shoes. I do. I never had an issue with it. Shoes and maybe like, or something ready to wear. That's something I would do, even though I think it's a lot of money to buy ready to wear here, because as I said, it's a lot of like a lot more expensive here, like 20 to 30% than in the US. So I don't know. I would feel like a lot of money for a ready to wear, but maybe buying like a few shoes instead would be a good option. That's what I'm thinking. And I'm actually rethinking my whole wish list and bag stuff. This is a long conversation, I'm really sorry. But I'm actually rethinking all my collection. So from the start of the year to today, I already sold 3 more bags. And I'm not sure where I'll take this, like how many bags I'll sell, what bags I want, but I want less and less and less, like at least for now. I don't want all the bags that I have. And I want bags that truly inspire me to dress up in the morning, bags that I really love. Of course, I can't live on Birkins and Kellys, like I have to go to work, I have to go to the gym, I have to go like some places that I wouldn't take that bag. So I'm actually trying to design in my mind what a perfect bag collection would be right now, taking in consideration 100% my lifestyle and 0%, oh, but I think this is beautiful. Yes, I think this is beautiful, but I don't need it. So yes, it's been quite an internal journey. That's why it took me 1 month to actually update you with a video, because even though it's just a bag, why she's thinking so hard about it, like it's just bags and clothes and fashion, whatever, but it is a lot of money, so I do think we all should think harder about it. It actually scares me when I see people that just buy things without, I don't care how much money you have, but it actually like scares me when I see people buying expensive things like nothing. I don't see anyone that is actually hardworking. I don't care how much money you have, but if you're a billionaire but you work for your money and you understand the value of money, I don't think you do that. I don't know. I could maybe buy a lot more expensive things, but right now, but I just value my money a lot, like a lot more than when I was younger. So yes, I don't know. How have you been feeling about luxury? Do you have like this like contrasting opinion? Because I do love it and I want like this whole closet full of amazing stuff, but I actually want each of them, those things, to be special and amazing. And I don't ever want to be someone who take this thing for like it's nothing, it's just a bag. I don't. I want to actually love them a lot, like love them. So even some bags that I have sentimental, like they're sentimental to me, like the first bag that my husband gave me, and while we were like still boyfriend and girlfriend, but I don't wear it anymore. So I actually asked him, would you be mad if I sold this? And he said no. And I told him I would sell like this and this and this bag, like 3 bags that he gave me when we were younger, and I'll buy something else that I would wear more, and that with the same money, and that would be the bag that you gave me. And he said, I'm completely fine with that, like do it, let me help you choose it. So yes, that's it for now. A long and deep conversation, but whenever I decide what I will get from Chanel, I'll let you know. Okay, thank you for the support, all the lovely messages about being robbed, about the Chanel experiences. I'm not trying to banish Chanel. I really think it was an issue here in Brazil, because I heard similar experiences in Brazil. I don't think they are as ready to deal with clients as abroad. I actually think Paris was the one that solved my case. So I'm not trying to banish Chanel at all, but I think I was mishandled like 100%. And I still think about, well, no, what if I didn't have this video? What if I'm just someone like a regular person who don't do YouTube videos for fun or whatever, and I didn't have this video, then I'm stuck with a bag. So this is the things that makes me mad, like that it took to this point. But I'm not banishing Chanel as a brand. I'm not telling you don't go buy Chanel. Like, I'm still thinking if I want or not. I think it's just to decide. But right now I feel like I don't want it, but I don't want to come here and say that I'd never buy Chanel or I'll just buy vintage Chanel when I'm not sure it will be true in the future. So I don't want to be, set anything in stone. But right now I'm not feeling like buying anything Chanel, like any bag Chanel. Like, don't, please. And so I'm not tired. Sorry. And so that's what I mean. I'm not trying to tell you not to buy Chanel. I just had a weird experience myself, and that's where I am at right now. But I still think those bags are amazing and beautiful and timeless and classic and elegant and forever. I'm just put off by the experience that I had. So it could be like the best. Like, I'm someone that I can go inside the best restaurant in the country, and if I feel like I'm not being served correctly, I'll walk away and go to McDonald's. So I'm not talking about Chanel. I think quality issues, I already told you, can happen. I don't think it's my power to say, oh, Chanel is not as good anymore. I don't know. We don't know. I actually think some bags are way, like, I've seen a lot of vintage Chanel bags. Like, my mom has a huge collection. I've grown with it. I actually think some, like the colors, the batting, like the stitching, they actually feel even, some of the bags feel even nicer there. So I'm not someone who said, oh, they don't do bags as they used to. I think some things change for worse, some things change it for best. So I'm not here to say Chanel is the worst, Chanel is blah 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 blah. I'm not. I don't feel that way. I'm just having a moment, So yes, as soon as I find something that I want from Chanel, I will come with a Chanel unboxing. Until there, I'm gonna leave myself with my thoughts and realize what I actually want. Hope you enjoyed this conversation, and if you want to see more talks and everything, I'll leave you with more opening up stuff here. More conversations on lecture. See you!